Yo, yo, what's going on in the hood, everybody? Canal Desai here. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a wonderful day trading. Here's today's watch list. We don't see too much action in the markets just yet. We are seeing a little bit more movement in the IWM on an intraday basis every day, but essentially we're just kind of bear flag here. See this? This is a chop zone. We're in between supports, resistances. These moving averages really don't mean anything because when moving averages have a lot of meaning and they work as good support and resistance when markets are trending. But when you have more of a sideways type of movement, you'll see the market bounce, in and out and up and through moving averages. They don't really have as much meaning. So, you got to look at this kind of in absence of, indicators and things like that. And what you can see here is that, we're just digesting here. And if we break below kind of this 112 area, then off to the next level of support we go, which would be, down over here. So let's hope this area holds. If you're a bull, if you're a day trader, you probably don't care. As long as we have money that we can make either way, that's a good thing. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's holding up really well. So it's just really the small cap index that is under a lot of pressure. But those tend to be where the riskier names are that we like to trade. So for me, it's like kind of all systems are go. I think there's trades on both on the long and short side. The other thing is it's earnings season. I mean, there's just opportunity all over the place. I wish I had two more sets of hands, because there's really a ton of setups that come from earnings season. But let's take a look at the watch list. And one of the stocks to probably keep an eye on for tomorrow is Twitter. It's gapping up to like, nearly $50 here, which would be, a nice resistance point. Um, so, that'll be a stock that's in play tomorrow. Twitter has a huge, huge float. It's a big, thick stock. So to go from, $38, even $50 is probably a little bit of stretch for a stock like that. This is not a stock with 20 million, 30 million share float. This is a stock with a billion shares in float. Typically you won't see those type of moves from stocks that are that thick. So we'll be watching this, but I'd be short biased if it gets to 50 and we start to see some type of intraday crack. Now, before I get a million people sending me hate mail. I don't know anything about the company. I haven't read the earnings. I don't care about its long-term prospects. It would be more of just, hey, if it gets this area and I see some type of setup on a shorter term time frame, I will take it for a short-term trade. Let's take a look at the watch list. CTL, we nailed this thing 3 or 4 different times today in the chat room. A big fader off the news. If this stock gaps up tomorrow, as often is the case when stocks close with this type of weakness, we see a quick pop in the morning. I will look to short it. We've probably got a short-term top in this, and we've got some easy to define kind of levels here that we can trade around. TED, love this chart. The China burrito is hot. The Shanghai indexes, FXIs, everything is just burning on fire. We've got a nice little consolidation on this stock. I really like the look of this one. I think it'll probably make a move like a Leju or something like that. WLT, I saw some coal stocks picking up here. We got a base breakout here. See, the 6 level is just really, really important. It's been held down by here. Coal stocks kind of suck the day trades. It might be one of those things where you got to buy instead of stop and kind of let it go. Because on an intraday basis, they just trade like, I don't know, man. They trade in ways that I don't prefer to have my stocks go. They just they're oddball stocks, and so you don't really get too many trend days in these bad boys. LITV, I like this one. Finally, it's perking off its bottom, broke over 6. I think this one's running into 7. I'll watch for day trades. GWPH, nice bounce up the 50-day moving average. Let's see if we can kind of rip above 90 and hold. I think this one's probably got some legs in it. CSLT, this one is not ready now, but this is one of those kind of IPO type of stocks that has evened out now, and it wants to come out of range, essentially. It's just gonna have to, it needs probably a little bit of work. It might ping pong around back and forth between this range for a bit, but then when it finally comes out, you're gonna see a stock that's got some considerable upside. Tops had a pop today with a little bit of an uptick in volume. Big base over here. I think this one is gonna be in play tomorrow. Win, another one that had the huge pop and then a big fade. And so, any type of nice spike in the morning, especially at the open, you'll often see these things kind of gap up a little bit. Look for any sign of potential reversal and then short this thing back down and play the high and low today as a range. And then if the gap starts to fill, then, even better. UA, this one's going to need a few more days, but it's just something I want to keep a lot on watch as it flags. I love these type of stocks that bust through 52-week highs on earnings and then start to consolidate. EGHT, I'm watching this area in particular. After the big pop on earnings, we've had a couple days of light pullback. If you get curl off this 8, I think we could see a run potentially to 200-day moving average. Cena, a blast from the past. I haven't heard from this name in a long, long time. After this initial pop or the 20, we're starting to flag and come out of this range. I think this one's got some potential. GoPro's got earnings in a couple days, I believe. So you will probably see some type of run to 48 in anticipation of the earnings. Especially these Twitter earnings will probably help a lot of these type of stocks. Watch for this level here. Tap, 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 tap. Golf, big down move. If you see like some type of monster gap down tomorrow again, we might catch a short-term reversal trade. I don't know anything about this stock. I wouldn't marry it more than probably 20 to 30 minutes, but there's going to be some room to play in this bad boy tomorrow, both long and short. This is off the list. NR is an oil stock. After this initial pop, we're starting to consolidate around the breakout area. So I'll be watching this one as it comes down and forms. Overall, this is a nice constructive price pattern. Course, the gap has filled. The gap is filled, so we can get down over kind of close to this 20-day moving average. I'll look at this for potential short entry for a bear flag. WUBA probably needs 2 or 3 more days maybe, but in a hot market, it may not matter. You can see here, tap, 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 tap. If it can go, it's going to have a nice rip. The stock tends to have big moves. It's not necessarily stretched or overbought or anything, so it's not like it can't break tomorrow. Ideally, a couple more days would help, but it might go tomorrow also. GRH, after the big run, we're coming back to supports here, the 20, 50 range. Ideally, we get another washout in the morning tomorrow. Maybe even, if it holds the 20-day moving average, great. If it breaks below, even better, in my estimation. We kind of get towards the 2 range. That'll give us a nice rebound and some easy ways to manage our risk. So that's it for now, guys. We had a nice day in the chat room. Let me know if you guys need anything. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.